Okay, so I've decided to start putting actual videos in my blog of me being actually out of my house so that you guys will realize that, like, all of this is not just happening in my head, because a lot of things do happen just in my head. So anyways, whoa, really bad roads, what? Sorry, I am headed to a currently unnamed agency. What? Mystery. And on my way to an open call for new talent, recommended by a friend. The open call is for commercial work, but they also do musical theater, film work, all that sort of stuff. So maybe I can like weasel my way into that. And I am hoping to God that it goes well. We're on our way. I'm actually on Wilshire Boulevard. Oh my God, Boulevard. Why did I just sound like my grandmother? Boulevard. Wilshire Boulevard. Boulevard. I did just arrive in town a week and a half ago, but I swear it wasn't on a turnip truck. Oh. Okay, anyways, hopefully I will be able to report back with you soon with very, very good news. But who knows? Okay. So obviously I made it back from my audition, and it wasn't perfect. First of all, I went totally kind of unprepared. I tricked myself into it because I did this whole thing of like, oh, well, I'll do it next week because next week I will have lost a little bit more weight and I'll be a little bit tanner and I'll do this and I'll do that, and like all of these excuses. And finally last night I just set my alarm a little bit earlier than I normally would, but still told myself that I wasn't really going. And then like this morning I got up and I was like, no, you know what, you're going. And stop making excuses and stop waiting until you feel like you're ready, because that was the whole point of this move. If you wait until you feel like you're truly ready to do something, you'll never do it. So I said, you know what, screw it, you're gonna do it. Go do it. Go fix your hair, put on your makeup, drive an hour into the city, do this. And that's another thing that's really interesting about being actors. I have friends that live in Shreveport that will drive 5-6 hours to New Orleans for 5 minutes in a room with someone. And that's what we do. I spend 2 hours getting ready. I drive an hour into the city to spend 30 seconds on camera. It's the nature of the beast, and we do it because we have to, because it's what you need to do. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying our life's a little weird. So anyways, so I get in there, and first of all, the guy who's running it, very, very attractive individual. In fact, he looks like one of the guys that I used to date that was really wonderful. And yeah, so that makes me more nervous than the auditioning. Cute guy. So I get in there and totally, like, they give me the sides, you get like 5 minutes, you come back in. It's a Burger King commercial, okay? It's not the most intense thing ever. It's like 5 lines in a Burger King commercial. So you step up there and I totally flub. I'm like had to start over 3 times. 3. But because I've done this before, I start flubbing up and I say, oh, let me start over. And I do it again, and I mess it up a lot earlier on, and I go, okay, and do it again. And then, then I'm like, oh, okay. So I go to get my things, and like my shades are falling out of my bag, and I'm like scrambling on the floor to get them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like falling apart. The only reason I didn't run into the door is because he already had the door open, like, oh my God, please get out. I mean, it was so whatever. But, the funny thing is I realized that I've grown a lot, because there would have been a time that I would have been kicking myself and been angry and frustrated because, oh, you totally ruined it. But instead, I was like, you know what? It's funny. It's funny. You mess up, and that's real life. And, they might watch it and go, wow, this girl's a hot mess. Or they might watch it and see, you know what? She knows how to reset. She knows how to reset a take and give that line again even after she messes it up, and give it again, and not get inside her head and just do the work. And you want that. You want someone who can handle the stress of the work. So hopefully that's what they see. And if not, that's okay too, because the call is every Friday, and I'll just go to do it again next week. That's my adventure for the day.